Alright. Now here's the real question. Did I already give a name to the young lad with the shiny gabite who was following y'all?
We didn't know about this character.
Yeah, you did. He was with Johnny T.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you were... I don't remember.
Give me 1 second. I think I have it somewhere.
Yeah, I might have as well. I'm gonna take a look.
Yet another witness to the fact that Patrick's Pokemon are normal.
Correct.
Felix.
There we go.
Oh yeah, it was Felix. Holy shit.
Fix it, Felix.
Yeah, he's fixing Matt's perception.
That's right.
What's normal and what isn't.
Matt's bigoted expectations of what Pokemon are supposed to look like.
Right.
The island full of pink Pokemon would fuck me up.
That's right. Alright, let me just bring up the docs pages. Bookmarks.
Oh, damn it.
Documents. Yeah, I took the day off today.
Damn.
Yep.
Type shit.
Oof.
Okay.
Hear the rain going outside.
Oh, is it raining? Damn.
Yeah, it's still raining.
I don't know. I just went home. I fell asleep. I was tired.
Yeah, I got a ton of rain over here too.
Oh, shit.
It's the first nice day in a while in LA.
It's been raining so much, though.
Well, everyone knows that California never actually gets rain. That's just a myth.
I'm about to say we got to stop talking about that, guys. Matt doesn't know what it is.
Yeah,
That's
it was
right.
cloudy. That was
Matt,
pretty cool.
it's like that Pro DD skit. Matt looks up at the sky. He's like, "Why is there LaCroix falling from the sky?"
LaCroix? Shut
LaCroix.
God damn it.
That's
And
right.
I don't know if Matt's like privileged enough to assume it's LaCroix.
Matt's white passing. That counts.
Yeah, but he also like.
Is that Dasani falling from the sky?
Okay, wow. You're more respectable than that. I think Matt would be like the kind of guy who'd go like, "Why is liquid death falling from the sky?"
No, he would think it was Fiji.
You'd think it's Fiji.
No way.
We could spend all day talking about my
Your high
kind of water
class taste in water.
I've been drinking filtered tap water for the past probably 3 years.
You have?
Yeah.
Real.
Filtered tap water. Okay, Alex Jones.
Man,
crazy.
Trying to get
The
none of them
fluoride strengthens my bones, Nate.
Oh no.
Nate, you got to remember if you drink the regular tap water, they put chemicals in there to make you forget about the mudslide, bro.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
I've never broken a bone because of my strong fluoridated bones.
That's right. His bones are mudslide proof.
Exactly.
Have you never actually broken a bone, bud?
Just once, and it was my ring finger.
Never broken a bone, but I did once sprain my ankle. That was great.
Yeah, that's the most I've ever had is spraining something. I've never broken a bone.
I jumped off a bridge into a river and hit my finger against a rock.
Bro jumped off a bridge into a river and somehow broke his finger instead of his leg. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, straight up. Because, like, as you fall, you might, like, stick your arms up and out. That type of thing.
Yeah.
And like my hand had grazed against the rock.
And
You know.
Fear said, "Ooh."
As we were jumping in, we were like, "Look out for that big rock!" And I was like, "Okay." So I jumped away from it, but I was still pretty close, I guess.
Oh no! I'm surprised you made it.
Bro jumped away from the rock and then reached for it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Truly.
I was also up, like, in the mountains, so I just sort of sat around for the rest of the day with a broken finger.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
It didn't hurt that bad. I only found out. I thought, like, it was just a really bad bruise at first. But I went to the doctor after, like, 2 weeks when the bruise didn't go away.
Oh,
and
and they were like, "Hey, your finger's broken."
Yeah, they're like, it's broken, but it's mostly healed. Just leave it; it'll be fine. I'm like, okay. Glad I paid $40.
Hey man, I got some news for you. That $40 you spent then, guess how much that is now?
I can't even imagine. I'm gonna be off my parents' insurance pretty soon too.
Yeah, I'm off my parents' insurance as of like a couple weeks ago, like last week.
Don't trip.
Same as well. I'm like, oh, I never felt so old.
You know what we're in now? The unction, bro.
No. I'm gonna hit y'all with something depressing right now. Y'all have insurance?
Oh yeah. I thought
Oh,
y'all got insurance.
No, sir.
Oh, I thought y'all.
I haven't been on my parents. Brother, I haven't been on like my parents' health insurance in like. Okay, so you have to remember something, right?
Yeah.
Black people don't like going to the doctor unless it is absolutely necessary.
Because it costs money.
Correct.
Immediately made me think of Adrian's most recent dentist visit.
It costs money, but like also just the doctors and black women and black people in general are almost synonymous with the police in a way. So don't like going to the doctor, unless it's absolutely fucking necessary.
Right.
And then when we if we do, that is we usually get some form of insurance then, or we just pay out of pocket. Because like no. I think the most serious thing one of my immediate families ever had to go to the hospital for was my brother going for going to get like surgery on his back, and that was covered because it was caused by a wreck. Same thing.
Right.
Actually, it was covered.
Right.
It was covered by auto insurance because it was from a car wreck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, last I checked, y'all were walking up the long path to Mr. Pokemon's basically castle, the big old school mansion. If you have the map, the building labeled number 1 is basically it. I believe I sent y'all images of that.
Yeah, in live session.
Good. Okay. So, as y'all walk up, like this hill that it's on is pretty steep. There are all sorts of party goers walking around. The crowd gets slightly thinner as y'all. Oh wow, that is really big lightning. The crowd gets thinner as y'all reach the incline and start going up. But up at the top, near the walls of the mansion, y'all see more and more people crowding around. A lot of people who are wearing like gym leaders' uniforms, so like gym trainers.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize one or two in the large crowd. There's at least 50 people hanging around the front gates of the mansion. You recognize at least one or two people from Brock's gym. anyone who spent a decent amount of time in Pewter will remember, even in the games, will remember the one dude with the sandshrew who hangs around in the gym. He's up here. You also have one or two girls from Misty's gym, but you can only just barely recognize them. They're not really people you've talked to. You just saw them in the background. As y'all are walking up the hill, Johnny T waves to them, and they wave back because they recognize him. Because again, he was the announcer at that gym and the Pokemon League official aide. As y'all approach, you see. Let me bring this up. You see an entryway with a double portcullises raised up. The portcullises are made out of what looks like really old iron. It looks like they aren't really used all that often. They're always like fully pulled up. Decorating them, if you look really closely, is a bunch of images of Poliwhirls and a few other water types as well. The large stone castle walls are a rough gray rock. The outermost wall that people are hanging out in front of, talking, trading food, is about 20 feet high above them, and you straight up just cannot see the main building behind it. At this point, if you had just walked into this hamlet without knowing anything about a party, you wouldn't even know what's behind this wall. It's just that high up. The towers upon the wall are 15 feet in diameter, and and they tower an additional 10 feet over the outer wall, so they're like 30 something feet high. And there's a large interior tower that towers up even a little bit higher. So you do see a few people wearing what look like military uniforms atop the wall that are basically just directly northeast of y'all. They are basically just minding their own business. One of them sees y'all and just straight up ushers y'all in through. So y'all already waved y'all in through. So y'all can stand here and talk. There's tons of people here to talk to if you want. They're on the far left side of the mansion's gate. There are a bunch of psychic type trainers sitting under a tree talking. You don't recognize any gym leaders or Sabrina or anything over there. But one or two of them looks like they have her gym's uniform on. One of them is wearing one of them is a dude wearing a white coat of some kind and a mask. Not a full face mask, but like a surgeon's mask. And he is sitting there lecturing the rest on psychic power usage. Looks like he's giving some kind of a lesson. All the other gym trainers are mostly hanging out near the wall. It's only the psychic types that have given themselves a wide berth because they are just straight up getting lessons.
What would I have to roll to listen in?
You have listened?
Actually, let me check. Mike.
I don't really care about that. That's fine.
No. I guess I'm just making a straight roll.
Just making a straight sense roll, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's see, we get a... Damn, one off. We got a 3.
Okay. You got 3?
We got a 3.
How were you trying to listen in?
Honestly, I was
You were just gonna try and hear them over the murmur of the rest of the crowd without moving closer?
No. I was just gonna casually like lean against the wall, not too far away from them.
Well, in that case, you wouldn't need to like roll too much of anything. Like y'all, this is my only complaint. Y'all just need to like be very descriptive with how you want to listen and do stuff before you make the roll.
Okay.
But, because
It's not like
you only
me,
need, you only need to roll if there's a chance of failure.
yeah, I'm not like being overt about listening. Like I'm just kind of just standing around, like just kind of okay, like I'm pretending as though I'm a person who's vaguely interested in what I'm hearing and don't know anything about psychic powers.
Okay. Let me bring up the thing that I have then. So there's a handful of psychic trainers sitting down, knees crossed and everything, as the guy in the white coat and the white surgeon's mask. He's got like long brownish red hair pulled back into a ponytail. He's looking down at them. He's a full grown man. He's an adult. He is saying, let me bring this up. It sounded like instructions. He's like, you need to, he points at one of the younger girls. You back straight, eyes open. Don't specifically focus on anything that you're on anything. And he has a spoon that he's holding in his hand, and he's having
He's
him.
doing crack.
No, damn it!
The crack boils without even a lighter.
That's right.
Mike said that.
He's smoking. He's smoking X Attack as
He's
we
fucking
speak.
doing crack.
Oh my god, not X attack.
Yep.
Wait,
But
why do you not smoke X special? I'm confused. What?
Well, because he's a Gen 1er. See, in Gen 1, Psychic was a normal attack stat.
You know what? You're right. My fault. You're right.
Look at this fake fan over here.
You're right. I forgot that. Brother, it's been years. It's been years.
Yeah. No, I got it.
What?
But he is instructing them to focus on the point without not to focus on it, but to fix their gaze on a neutral point directly ahead of them. Not to stare. He talks about letting them expand their awareness to the entire field of vision, like looking through your peripheral without actually moving your eyes. And he's basically handing out meditation instructions, and he's instructing them to sit there for 5 to 10 minutes. He's got a low, not too gruff, but a somewhat low voice, and because of the mask, the volume of his voice is muffled a little. Without the mask, you think this would be a pretty loud person.
Yeah.
But he is just straight up giving instructions on different styles of meditation. He is specifically giving instructions on visualizations and whatnot, and how to envision your psychic energy.
Okay.
So if you have psychic powers, you could probably roll this into I want to develop a specific thing later on.
Okay. Yeah, I probably will roll this into developing something specific later.
So, like, the specific thing he is going over now is just straight up how to block out other disturbances and ambiance and stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
So, like, if you were to try and develop this into a psychic power, the easiest thing to justify would be like, hey, I want to use my psychic powers to ignore a Pokemon using Flash. Or ignore the equivalent of like uproar or something.
Yeah.
Or hey, I want just ignoring something in the environment.
Ignoring small phenomena. Yeah. Okay.
In order to develop this ability and be able to just use it at will, you would need to put yourself through training sessions and downtime the same way y'all sometimes do with Pokemon.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Outside of that, you see a few people from the pewter gym. Once again, they're sitting out there with their rock and ground type Pokemon. They're just eating. A few of them look at y'all and nod because they recognize you, but they don't make any moves to wave y'all over. They appear to be having a private conversation. On the right side of the building, hanging out near one of the towers that like bulges out from the wall, are is a familiar-looking martial artist and his Hitmonlee.
Oh,
That's right, it's Ken. Y'all remember who this is, right?
Yep.
I
Yep.
do, man.
Mega kick, man.
That's right. He
I've heard tales of this man.
yeah.
I've
He
not met
looks
him myself.
yeah. He looks over at y'all and he's like, once again we meet. Has your kicking gotten any better?
Well, actually, my Zoro evolved into a Zoroark.
Oh, what Pokemon, if any, do y'all have out?
more likely my which one is
I've been keeping Car out with me.
So you just have him out.
Yeah.
oh, I got my
Alright.
Growlithe out.
Currently with me, all I have out is yeah, so I got two things out. I got Injeru out, my Haunter, and I'm holding Metapod.
Holding.
Okay.
Holding Metapod for a very specific reason.
Yeah.
Waiting the ready to
Alright.
attack someone.
All right. You know that he looks at Pat holding Metapod. He's like, some of the guards around here might take umbrage with you holding a Metapod out like that. They might think you're trying to do something.
I really thought you were going to say, no good at kicking, but a pretty good Pokemon otherwise.
Yeah.
I have a
How does that
Meryl out.
Pokemon feel? You have Meryl out? Ooh.
Yeah, Meryl.
The Hitmonlee sizes up the Meryl.
Big Bean. Meryl just waves, bro. He's chilling. He's just a chill guy.
So the Hitmonlee waves, or sorry, nods. It's not a head.
Oh my god.
He nods his torso.
He
And
knows. We'll recognize it's real.
yep. The Mega Kick Man looks over and looks up and down at the Abra, and he's like, you know, I've heard that Abra can learn kicking moves. He's talking about Carr.
Mhm.
Why haven't you taught him any yet? I have this distinct feeling you have not.
Yeah. Abra can. What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, he can learn Mega Kick.
Mm.
Can he? It can happen.
Yeah, I'm looking at Mega Kick right now. Abra
Yeah.
can learn it through a move tutor.
He can also learn. I think he can learn all 3 punch moves.
Mm.
Yeah, that sounds right. I didn't think he could learn Mega Kick though. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He can learn Mega Kick. So yeah, Matt, you have to explain to Mega Kick Man why the Abra hasn't learned the kick move.
Oh, I was waiting for an expert to show Abra how to do it. I want nothing but the best kick.
An expert. He looks up and down at the Abra and at the Meryl. Jose, can Meryl learn Mega Kick?
I don't think so. I'm looking that up right now. Actually, I forgot I have Showdown that's faster.
Yes, Meryl can.
No. No, I'm gonna get harassed.
Do you want to learn Mega Kick?
It doesn't say it can.
Yeah, I'm looking at Smogon right now.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
looking at Showdown.
I'm looking at Smogon for Sun and Moon.
I thought we were doing-
Well, I'm looking.
I thought we were doing black and white. Or whatever.
Black and white does work, but again, that would still be the same thing.
Oh, I'm looking at Scarlet Violet. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm about to say new gen. I don't
The
think these
move
folks
tutor's
are-
only up until Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think
There
Eagles
is
are learn.
no move tutor for Mega Kick later on.
But yeah, he looks up and down at the Meryl,
Mhm.
the Meryl and Carr, and he's like,
Big Bean,
Yeah.
no.
one of the most terrifying Pokemon I ever met was a Kadabra that used close combat on my Hitmonlee when I wasn't expecting it.
What?
Yep.
Well,
Let's go.
Remember, Kadabra can learn close combat.
I can, but that shit's not gonna hit her.
Man, no. Gen 1. The attack status is the same.
It's
fine.
attack. Yeah, it's still physical.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like Kadabra and Mewtwo are both pretty terrifying when they have close combat.
forgot he could just have that. That's crazy. Why could he just
Yeah.
have that?
Hey Nate.
Yeah.
So dark type Zoroark can learn it, but since normal and ghost type Zoroark came after Sword and Shield,
I mean,
I don't know for you whether or not Zoroark can learn it.
I would say that it can learn Mega Kick.
Nate,
Because
I
for
would
me,
love a request
yeah,
for this man to teach my guy Mega Kick.
you want you want Kit to learn Mega Kick?
Absolutely.
No, right. You gotta pull him out. Describe him coming out the ball.
Hey, yo.
There you go.
So, fuck, what is this guy's name? The move tutor.
Did we
It's
ever-
Ken. Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, that it's just Ken.
It's
And
just-
remember what the punching guy's name was?
Ryu?
Yeah, there you go.
It was actually just Ken and Ryu.
God damn it.
You must
So,
remember.
You could just
Like I
imagine
mentioned-
him. You can. I don't know what the original appearance was. Just imagine that it's Ken from Street Fighter, bro. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah.
Which
My
Street Fighter?
Zoro
Because
evolved.
if it's Street
that's
Fighter
how it's
6, he looks like a homeless person. But if it's Street Fighter like 4 or 5, he looks normal.
No, this is the normal looking Ken. He's got the gi on. All right, go ahead, Matt.
So yeah, Ken, as I was telling you, my Zoro evolved, so I like to show him off to you, and I'll send out Cat. And Zoroark, of course, the Hisuiya one, looks fucking crazy. With the muscles coming out of his skin and all that.
He looks up and down at Zoroark's like just wicked claws, and he's like, hmm. He looks down at its legs. He's like, yes, this is prime mega kicking material.
Would you be willing to teach my Zoroark how to Mega Kick?
He looks over at all the Pokemon that are y'all because he's like, Move tutoring usually requires a one-on-one session, but I could get y'all's Pokemon started with the utmost basics of the move.
Happened to my thing.
Y'all got
Shut the stream.
it.
What's up?
Most of you guys don't have legs.
You don't have to teach Abra. It's alright. More concerned about Zoroark learning it.
But my one guy who has legs who might have enjoyed that move is not here currently.
So
Yep, my hair cross is not here, but that's okay.
you say that in
Yeah, my
character?
Breloom.
Do you say that in character, Patrick?
Oh, yeah, because the only the only Pokemon that I have with legs with me, I don't think either of them can learn that move.
And-
It's Slowbro and Electabuzz. Everyone else doesn't have legs. Shelter, nope. Coughing, nope. Metapod, nope. Haunter, nope. They just don't have legs.
Electabuzz can learn it.
Yeah.
Electabuzz. Oh, okay.
Mega Kick's a weird move.
Yeah, y'all need to remember.
Bobo can also learn it.
Y'all need to remember that a lot of before Gen 7 or whatever came out, like 90% of Pokemon could learn Mega Kick.
That you know what? That's fair. Yeah, as long as they got legs, you know that's real. That's real.
Wait, actually, I have my rail. Or sorry. I could bring out my Morel. Not Morel. Oh, Poliwhirl. Ooh,
Charmander and Squirtle, but not Bulbasaur.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of four-legged Pokemon can't learn it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
All right.
I don't think
Ken gestures for y'all to follow him, and he takes y'all to a small tree close that is even more so to the right, off to the side and around the corner a little bit of the castle's right wall.
I can,
Hmm.
So y'all are still on the outer perimeter of the castle.
I can.
What's up, Troy?
I'm thinking of bringing out my shift tree if I want to, because I keep forgetting shift tree can also learn it.
Y'all can you can pull out the shift tree. Will it behave?
Well,
Yeah.
it's under 20, or it's actually at 20. I think it says we said 20 is it
Oh my
can
God.
listen to me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
20. It will kind of, as long as it's not like straight up 0,
Yeah.
it might listen to you.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
I'll bring her out. I was like, yeah. I bring her out. I was like, hey, look, I know you're trying to protect all your friends back home. I want you to be strong. Here is a teacher that can help you learn even stronger moves for protection for both you and me. That's
All right. Let us see. Troy. Troy.
Yes.
I want you to
Nice.
roll. I want you to roll presence.
Presence.
Actually, in this case, since it's your Pokemon, it would be persuasion. Go ahead.
I guess also true companion and natural patch.
Go yeah. You have true companion and natural empath, right?
Yes. You say
That means it understands you. So, let me bring both of those up. You said, oh yeah, true companion, natural empath. Okay. So, where is true companion? I'm looking for it.
like third or
Why
fourth.
can I not find true? Ah, found it. Okay. So go ahead and roll a persuasion check. You may roll 2 dice.
2 dice. 2d10s, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This has d10, right? Okay. I have a 4 and a 7. Or that's just it rolled the way track. Just roll 2d10s. That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
4 and a 7. Your persuasion is 3. So you succeed on at least one of these rolls. So the shift tree, she looks up at you, and you can tell that she tolerates you a little bit. She just nods at what you're saying and goes along. So she's not like going to be enthusiastic about it, but she will at least pay attention.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, oh.
Hello?
Well,
I woke up from.
hold on. I have to activate you. God.
No wait.
You're good. You're good. You don't gotta activate my thing.
Oh.
He activated Devil May Cry Green mode, dude. He arrived.
He did indeed DM me a Devil May Cry video. I had to at least make an appearance. You can very easily bait me by just sending me things to my DMs.
There we go. But yeah, Troy, your shift tree will at least pay attention during the lesson. These guys are about to learn the Tatsu, bro.
Nice.
Yes. Quarter circle back kick.
Tatsumaki.
That's Mike Senpaikaku. And the weekend of Evo Japan. Let's go.
Oh,
Actually, that's going on right now. Let's go.
All right. Now, Ken takes y'all over to again. It's a tree off to the side of the castle's right wall, and it looks like it's been dented inward a little bit. He gestures to the tree and says, "I've been practicing tutoring mega kicks to some of the trainers' Pokemon here with this here tree." He motions for Kit to step forward to the tree.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
go ahead.
I would pretty much it is like Kit might just look to me for approval. I'll nod.
All right.
Wait, you're keeping Zoroark? That's mucky.
My Zoroark.
Oh.
Because Zoroark, that variant came out after move tutors were no longer a thing. So I just told him, yeah, I could learn the move. But Zoroark approaches the dented-in tree, and y'all are now about to see how move tutoring actually works. Once again, he's like, I don't have the TM, so we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. So, does Kit know any normal type moves?
Slash. Phone
You
call.
know, Slash? Very good. So he looks over at Kit and stands behind him and instructs Kit to look directly at the tree and says, "The way that you form a slash, the way that you form any ghost type energies you may use, I want you to envision that, but for a slash. I want you to concentrate. I want you to feel that same ghost type energy that normally fills you when you're using a ghost type move, but I want you to envision it more like slash. I want you to bend your knees, loosen your posture a little bit, and the Zoroark loosely follows his instructions as Kit's right leg pulls back a little bit and starts to glow blinding white light. And then Ken just shouts out, and let it loose! And the white light wavers just a little bit right before the kick comes out, and instead of decimating the tree, it just leaves another dent in it as Kit basically roundhouse kicks the tree. Ken looks it over, he's like, not bad. You'll need 1 or 2 sessions to get the move down. He looks over to you, Matt, and he's like, the Pokemon needs to be able to envision the type energies that it's not used to using when it's being tutored another move. It's like the best way to explain it is any type of elemental move that a normal Pokemon might learn. It's trying to teach Flamethrower to a Nidoking. With a TM, it can learn it instantly, but Flamethrower can also be move tutored to the Nidoking because a lot of its poison type moves come out of its mouth. You just have to get it more used to using those alternative type energies when it's using these moves. Because your Zoroark knows Slash, it's already pretty used to using normal type moves, and he doesn't know that your Zoroark is just straight up a normal type Pokemon.
Yeah.
But basically when a Pokemon is learning a move, if it has a move that acts similarly, for example, a Pokemon wanting to learn Flamethrower, if that Pokemon already knows Ember, learning Flamethrower is a natural progression. But this is also true for type different moves. Blaze Kick has a much better chance of learning it if it A, knows fire moves already, B, knows Mega Kick or any type of kick move, or C, knows both of those things. It is extremely, extremely easy for a Blaziken to learn Blaze Kick, not just because it's its signature move, but because it is completely defined by the two things that Blaziken is all about, kicking and fire. if a Pokemon has moves related to the move that it is trying to learn or have move tutored, it will learn it extremely quickly.
Mhm.
And he looks at you and says, "It should take 1 or 2 more sessions, and your Zoroark's ability to channel the normal type energy required to use this move, it should take just 1 or 2 training sessions. You don't want to have them repeat the tree exercise too often. Maybe once a day, and then take a day off, because if the move wavers like that again, it's one thing if they hit a tree with an unenforced leg once or twice, but you don't want to do that too many times per day.
Mhm.
The real trick to the Mega Kick is making sure that their leg is reinforced throughout the entire kick. Not just when the kick impacts. Because if you throw out your leg really, really fast and powerful, and then after the impact you take away the natural energy, the type energy reinforcing the kick, you will hurt your leg when you pull it back. So once again, just have your Zoroark envision the type energy. Envision the energy it's going to use. It's easier if it already has that type or knows moves of that type. And just make sure that it concentrates and knows how to keep the move up. If it knows how to channel any type of elemental energy, it's like that. It's like having a. Then he once again brings up Nidos and Raticates. It's just like having a Nidoking pull out an Ice Beam. And it doesn't have to just throw out the Ice Beam move immediately. You could have it just hold that Ice type energy for just a moment. You're like learning to hold the type without wavering. He's basically giving you the in-universe explanation for how Pokemon that aren't Ice types or Fire types can learn and use those kinds of moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, learning a Tatsu in a week is crazy.
Learning a Tatsu in a week. No, it makes sense.
Are we talking the regular version or the EX version?
This is the EX version.
It's the EX version. Bro, that's 6 kicks.
Nah,
That's
bro,
like,
it's
like a
Ken
kick.
Super from Third Strike.
That's crazy.
That's right. But yeah, Kit will only
Make it
need
okay. Let's go.
Kit will only need 1 session of training to learn Mega Kick. For all the Pokemon that we're learning or watching and paying attention, it will take them 3 sessions.
So, for context, is learning from a TM or an HM basically like binging Kung Fu movies instead of actually practicing
It's
the
like
move?
in the Matrix 1, where Neo's like, I know Kung Fu, because they uploaded it into his brain.
Except you just sat your Pokemon in front of a TV.
Well, I mean, with a TM, you take the Pokeball, and you take the TM disc holding apparatus, and you place the ball inside the thing, typically. Or you take the TM and place it on the Pokeball.
You just jam it into their forehead really hard, and they'll absorb it. That'll be fine.
It's like how Master Chief's brain canonically has a fucking computer stick slot that Cortana goes into. I'm not kidding.
You know, I forgot about that. You just jam a USB into Master Chief's head, huh?
Yep. If the elites ever pulled out fridge magnets, he'd be in trouble.
Right.
The 10 terabyte zip bomb that I said free games is on.
Yep. All right. And with that, Ken waves you away and says, I will see the rest of you at the party. And remember, practice those kicks. Don't be lured in by the foul temptation of punching.
Foul temptation of punching.
That's nutty.
I look at Meryl. Or you can't do either.
Nah. Me who listened to that explanation and is now thinking of all the punch moves I can get my Mankey to learn.
That's
I can get hair across and to learn them.
You're just like,
Yeah.
I understand. I understand the assignment. We're figuring out my punch. We're figuring out so many things now.
Hear me out.
It'd be easier too if, like, you have a Pokemon that knows the move and can show the other Pokemon too.
Yep.
Correct. I gotta find somebody who has a Pokemon that knows Mach Punch. Wait a minute, don't you? Does Meryl know?
No, Brelum, who's not with us right now, does it?
Knows Mach Punch. We have a way in. We have a way in.
All right, Patrick, I got a pro shot for you. Does your character have a phone?
You said, does my character have a phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
So just give your Mankey your phone with Twitter on it and tell it to scroll for 30 minutes.
Hey,
The man became right wing.
Oh, no.
It'll evolve. Trust me.
No. We already figured out how he's about to evolve. Look, we'll do that. We'll do that when we need him to be so angry that he evolves into Annihilate. That's how we do that. He just gross.
Patrick, your Annihilate is going to be complaining about all the foreign Pokemon coming in.
Oh, my
Yikes.
God.
I'm not saying that the Hoenn Pokemon are bad mons, but when they send over their mons, they ain't sending their best.
I literally brought a Breloom to Kanto. I don't know how to.
That's
species.
That's right.
Invasive species is crazy. Of course, it comes from the cop.
Well, Troy caught an invasive species. Oh my God, Troy, your Pokemon Ice.
Man, it's gonna get so bad.
The Joltik?
It's gonna get so bad if we ever go to like fucking, what am I thinking of? If we ever start going to Alola, because then we're gonna see the Ultra Beast, and it's gonna be like, look at these fucking illegal aliens.
Oh my goodness.
We see.
Okay, but those were actually problematic, though.
And then fucking Cardana looks at y'all and says, fucking colonialists, get off my land.
Look at these fucking illegal aliens coming in here and fucking everything.
Unbelievable.
All right. And with that, the impromptu kicking session has ended. Once again, the party just moves back to the front gate. Are y'all going to go in now, or what do y'all want to do?
Yeah, let's head in.
All right.
Let's get in there.
You got to get in there.
You're still waving around your Metafy?
I'm not waving around. You just kind of tucked in my arms. You can't walk around.
It's funny that y'all keep calling Troy the cop when Patrick is the one with the fucking living handcuffs.
Footballer, baby. Are you holding this Metapod?
Look, Troy's a cop. Patrick's just a freak.
Troy isn't a cop, though. He's a poor dude who wants to volunteer for the military because he's dumb. Different.
Well, they promised me a Hellcat, man. What do you mean?
Real.
Oh, sorry. I should be in universe canon, bro. They promised me a Houndoom, man. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Real.
What is wrong with my time? Well,
I was thinking of a Cineroar.
they promised me an Incineroar. No, they promised me my Arcanine.
They promised you an Arcanine.
That's true. They did.
All this for Arcanine. I mean, if it was Sugan, I would probably become offended as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have my Growlithe here. Give me my Firestone. No, you have to pass training. Passes training. Where's my Arcanine? No, you gotta become a corporal.
What?
God.
Tangentially related to the joke. Just give it a second.
What is? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Disclaimer, I did not join the military.
Oh, yeah. Adrian got a cop car.
A Dodge Charger. I always knew you were a Fed, Adrian.
You did it on
You have that
I can't
vibe.
believe
He got
you did it on Oxford or something.
Can't believe we're switching teams on us like that.
I ain't switching teams.
I know you're pretty far, but I will be dropping by SoCal.
Oh, yeah?
Ayo?
Yeah.
What part?
I will be in LAX for about an hour later this summer.
I bet.
I'll pull up and then leave.
Well, let me pull up. I got you.
End of July, specifically.
End of July? What part of SoCal are you going to be in, Troy?
San Fran? San Fran.
You are gonna be a little far,
Hey, I've been in Vegas and you didn't pull up twice already.
bro. That's a little different.
Vegas is like meeting up halfway, honestly. Come on,
Meet us
Adrian.
halfway.
3 hour drive, 16-hour drive. I don't know.
Yep, halfway.
Hey,
By the way, for
Why
us, 14 of those 16 hours are still in Texas.
Matt,
Honestly.
hypothetically, if we were to go visit Troy, because I'm not doing that drive alone, it's 6 hours.
6
Yeah,
hours?
I know how far that is.
California is the next largest state in the continental U.S. after Texas.
Yeah, you said San Fran. I was like, that's not really SoCal, but that's fine.
Well, yeah.
Man, if you drive up from the bottom of California, how long does it take to get to get to the other side?
I think like 10 hours, bottom to top.
I think so, yeah. That sounds right.
Let's consult Google Maps because we're basically we'll go from like Baja California to what? What's at the top?
Let me double check.
Oh, you can go Mexicali. That's the real side.
Oh yeah, that's
My
what I
family
said.
that lives there.
Sorry.
Baja to Crescent City. Ooh.
I'm so
Gross.
used to going to San Diego. That's why I say SoCal.
See, San Diego's way more doable.
Yeah.
Oh, Mexicali
'cause
is in Baja. I see. Oof. I see one for 16 hours.
16?
What a route.
Oh, God.
So when are you gonna paint a blue stripe on this car, Adrian?
Oh, my God.
I envision a bright blue stripe going up the hood.
You know, I see the vision, but I will decline for now because I got to figure out what anime character I want to theme this car around.
The joke, it was a blue line joke, but okay.
Hisoka.
Yeah. So
Not Hisoka.
I no, just
Not
no.
Hisoka.
Right.
So, Jesus.
So,
Yeah, wrap the car with Ahsoka. Just wrap the
That's
car.
crazy.
Joker route.
You know what you're really missing? A Boku no Pico rap.
Hey.
Y'all, I work with children. I cannot be putting out this idea. Y'all are wild.
so no. So hear me out. Hear me out, Adrian.
Will you hear him out?
You paint it blue. Put a number 11 on it. And you have a stylized picture of a donkey. I'm wondering if you're getting this reference so far.
Bro, what?
You base it on you base it on the man who loves to crash out when he's losing at games, man. Let me got you. You base it on this man right here.
Oh my
My
god.
God.
Hell yeah.
Who the fuck is this?
From
Blue
Blue
Lock
Lock.
character.
The main
Oh,
character.
man.
Don't get me started on Blue Lock. All of them are so dumb.
The green purple mobile. Oh no.
Look, Adrian. At least I chose the less volatile of that translation because we all know you
Yeah.
didn't say donkey. We know you didn't say that shit. We know what he actually said.
What did he actually say?
So there was this guy who would call people donkeys. In reality, the rough translation of that was retard.
Oh yeah.
Wild.
They made him less based. I'm not surprised.
Adrian, do you know who Bernice is?
Yes, I know who Bernice is.
Yes, Bernice.
Oh my gosh.
So y'all are
Hold up. I got an even better one.
So we walk into a
Hold up. Killiman's Kit Kalos.
Oh, you said tier limits get close. Anyway, alright. Y'all have fun. My food's here. Bye bye.
What's up, man?
So,
Troy, is the stream working again?
wrong.
Blue lock.
Baru. Yeah. Dunk. Get out of my way, retard. Just fucking crazy. He was just saying that. Just casually telling people that shit, man.
I mean, we say worse every D&D session.
I mean, yeah, but hey, we say that to each other, and we've known each other for years. He was saying this to randoms that he did not know. He was just calling people that shit on national TV. Like,
is that bad?
You say what? Is
that bad?
Dude.
Fucking crazy.
That's nutty.
Look, if I'm trying to win a soccer game and I'm autistic enough to think my life depends on it, I might call someone a tard. I don't know.
You know what, real? You might. That's true.
With all the steroids these kids are probably doing in this manga off screen, I'm surprised there's not roid rage on the field. Well, there is.
There is roid rage on the field, absolutely.
Yeah, there definitely is. Dear God. There's one character. Hold on, let me go find a picture now. This guy, they did not change his translation. They did not change his fucking translation. He just says crazy shit on the field.
Shido?
Yep, I'm about to pull that motherfucker up. Like, I'm sorry.
I was about to put him on blast.
This motherfucker right here,
he's genuinely insane.
Ritualistically will be on the field, will score a goal, and will say, I'm gonna knock you up to other guys. It's fucking crazy.
He said, I just impregnated that goal.
Huh?
So he's just
right.
He's just a Honda that got into soccer?
No. Does a goal on national TV? That's right. The whole world is gonna take my seed. What is Buddy saying?
He's just one of Baki's secret brothers, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Bro thinks like Yujiro Hama. I'm so masculine that everyone's a woman.
Damn, bro.
It's fucking crazy, actually.
It's so good. You know what? When I run another Pokemon campaign in another region, I think this dude might be the champion. I'm gonna have to watch Blue Lock just to get his lines down and everything.
What the fuck?
Oh God! Wait.
He knocks out your starter. He's like, I just impregnated your Torterra.
Bro's gonna have a team with Lopunny, Vaporeon, and then just all the bullshit on it.
There's no law against
No.
that man.
Someone check that man's heart, Sherlock.
People are like, why do all of his Pokemon's offspring at the daycare have the same nature? It's very interesting.
Hey, yeah.
No, please.
All right.
No champion, Sama.
All right. So, number 9.
Number 9. Rainbow bullets.
Last thing you might expect in your Burger King burger. Okay, Gatehouse. Y'all walk directly into a large open area. The courtyard for this castle is small. As you enter through, you see the main body of the mansion. It's about, I want to say, like 50 feet away almost, maybe even 60.
Mm-hmm.
There are buildings to y'all's left and right, and behind y'all can see the 2 towers that were built into the wall at the front of the
Towers.
wall.
Hey, yo, smoke.
Yeah, the towers getting tilted. No.
So had the attacks happened in Unova or not yet?
What?
Had
the,
what?
fuck?
No, they have not happened yet. as you look behind you can see the doors leading into those two towers, and directly to your left and right there are two buildings. They both have stone facades, kind of like the outer walls of the castle, but nowhere near as rough. The building to the left is much larger and has a large, very thick-looking oaken door. The building to the right is smaller, and it looks to be a building dedicated to like Pokemon grooming services. Again, this is a private residence. So likely all of Mr. Pokemon and his club that he runs have some private hairdressers and Pokemon hair cutters and stylists here.
Hmm.
You also see out of the corner of your eye, past the building to your left, in between the gap between it and the main mansion building directly in front of you, there is a small walkway following that narrow path. The main building in front of you basically is detached from all the castle walls. So if you wanted, you could like run a full lap around it. But the most beaten path here, outside of the path leading directly to the doors of these three buildings, is a path that is just off to the side a little bit to y'all's left, and it runs in between the left building and the actual main part of the mansion.
Okay.
There are some guests here. You can see through the windows into what looks like the main building in front of you. There looks to be more partiers inside. You hear some chatter coming from the left building, but it's very muted, likely because of the thick stone walls. The building to the right has one large window right next to the door. And as you look through, you can see a few Pokemon getting their hairstyled. You see a Eevee in a little cushioned stool, and a very young hairstylist looks to be cutting and trimming and polishing its coat. And then, so that door to the right, Pokemon hairstylists and stuff. Door to the left, large stone building, and door in front, again, the main mansion itself. And there is an open path walkway that encircles the main building.
Well, let's go right on in, or
I'm gonna start heading in.
All right,
Yeah,
so everyone's just going to the main building.
yeah.
Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Okay. What is number 14? All right. Present within this room is the entry hall. The front door, as y'all open it, it is made of wood with some reinforced iron going across the front like an old medieval door. Carved in the relief on the front of the door is the face of what looks like an Arcanine holding the door knocker in its mouth.
Ooh.
As y'all approach the front door and open it, what are likely speakers from somewhere in the front of the building cry out, "Who's entering?" It's it might be a gruff voice, but it's muffled by the robotic tone of the speakers. So how are y'all introducing yourselves?
uh, Troy, a student of Lieutenant Surge and his friends.
Yeah,
Hello.
Troy, you're being prompted to speak.
Yes. Hello. Hello there, sir. We are here. To. Well, I was told to come over here with my friends under Lieutenant Surge. I think we've met one time. Have we met one time? I think we said we met. Right?
Yeah, the voice is like, "I'm not Mr. Pokemon. But if you're the young man Lieutenant Surge said he was sent over, he looks you can't tell he's looking. He asks you to present your trainer ID
Present my trainer ID.
in front and just right in front of the door knocker.
Yep, I shall.
And as you do, you notice that the eyes of the Arcanine carved in the door knocker, they look like they're little cut, like, not rubies, but like cut red glass. But as you look closer, you can see a camera inside each eye.
Ooh, very cool.
And the voice cries out, "All right, approved." And you hear a massive lock behind the door, like, shift out of the way. You realize that a lot of the stuff that you've seen so far in this mansion is like a mixture of like medieval and modern stuff. So this door, you can hear it. It has an electric lock, despite the fact that it's like an old reinforced wooden door. The door swings inward as y'all enter a hallway with three doors. There is present on the inside, right next to the door that y'all opened, to y'all's left. The door opens to the right. Yeah, the door opens to the right. Directly to the left is the guard sitting at what looks like a desk. You can see now that he has a small, what looks like a laptop in front of him. It's an old beige model, very, very thick looking, and it clearly is showing two camera eye lenses from where the Arcanine was looking, so he was looking directly at y'all. He is dressed not exactly like a police officer. He's dressed in what looked like red fatigues. So likely some kind of private military force. That's the best y'all could get from him. He is clearly a heavily militarized security guard. He has a pistol at his hip. His head is shaved, slightly tan skin, very tall, big, like very, very big muscles. And on his shoulder is a Pidgeotto. He looks down at y'all and he says, "Are you heading directly to the party?"
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
door directly ahead is the dining room. Door to your left leads all the way along into... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Why am I not seeing it? Why is this room not on the map? Come on now.
Secret room.
not
He's
a
like,
zip.
actually, never mind.
It's not even a secret room. What's happening here? Hold on.
We open
I
the
got
door.
it.
It's just a black space. Huh.
Yes.
And go straight to the void.
It's written out and everything. Ah, no, come on. Give me just one moment. We're just going to control F the number 16. Hold on. I'm not kidding. That's literally what I'm doing right now. Come on. I'm going insane.
It's okay. We could just head straight to there to the
Okay.
minute surgeon, and then we'll figure out the other room later.
Okay. Well, gracias, I suppose. All right. I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom, and then we will get into the meat and potatoes of this session. Thank y'all again for being so patient with me.
Nah.
Nah.
No,
Damn, bro.
no
Tough
patience.
crowd.
So guys, real quick. I'm gonna try to have Makey learn like unorthodox shit that it can't learn.
Unorthodox. You're trying to force it to learn something?
When I say unorthodox, I mean fighting moves that it just can't learn for some reason. Because they limited his move pool really fucking hard.
Oh. Okay, I see.
They limited my boy's move pool from the fighting type pool real hard. Like, give me one good reason like that he wouldn't be able to learn Drain Punch or Dynamic Punch.
Who's that?
Huh?
Which Pokemon?
Banky or Primate.
I mean, they can, can't they?
No,
What?
no. Like
Wow.
I'm being serious. Like he can't.
That's
Sorry,
really
sorry.
odd.
Drain punch. You can get it by tutor, or
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think that
yeah,
dagger punch you can't.
Dynamic punch I kind of get because it's weirdly exclusive even among like fighting types.
Sorry, no. That's where I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. He can learn these moves only by. He cannot learn these
Oh.
by level up. The move pool is very limited by level up. Is what I meant.
God.
Abra
damn.
can learn drain
Sorry.
punch and dynamic punch.
God.
Yeah, he can learn it. Just I have to teach him. I have to teach him so many fighting moves. I have to learn so many fighting moves, dog.
Mhm.
God damn.
Everybody is done
Yeah.
fighting.
Maybe explode.
Mega
Fuck.
punch, mega kick, fire
Yeah,
acid.
can learn both of those though. Just fine.
Mhm.
So many like cool fighting moves that like are just exclusionary as fuck. And I'm like, please. They look so cool.
Amber really can learn a lot of physical moves.
You can indeed. Hold on.
Foul play.
Okay. There's one move that he can't learn at all that I'm gonna try to get him to learn anyway.
Mm.
And that's Mach Punch. He actually just can't learn that move.
You learn Shadow Sneak?
Huh?
You learn Shadow Sneak.
Wait. Why?
Who?
You're bullshitting.
Who? Can? No, I'm asking, can you?
Huh?
I'm asking you if you can.
Oh, you're asking if I can, if Makey can learn Shadow Sneak.
Yeah.
Probably not. Maybe I don't even think Annihilate can. No, yeah, no.
Oh, very few Pokemon can learn
You can
Mach
teach a
Punch.
Final Gambit.
I'm not having him final gambit. That's so crazy. That's such a crazy move to have.
Send them out. Clutcher kick!
It's just like, oh man, we're shit's looking bad. Hey, final gambit. What? You want me to die, Papa? Yes. We have to win. We
Oh,
must.
angry, you have to kill yourself.
We must win.
Oh, that's kind of
Also,
funny. You can have
final
Tyrogue
gambit.
learn Mach Punch as a egg move, and then give it to Hitmonlee.
What about to say?
Oh, yeah.
Also, final gambit is a special type move.
But the damage doesn't work like that. It does the damage of your current max or your current HP.
Yeah, it's just equal to your own HP.
So, and I know you have a ton of HP on fucking. What's its name?
On Tetsu.
Yeah. What's the? I forgot the name of it already.
Oh, final gambit.
Annihilate. Yeah, Annihilate. Yeah, you have base 110 HP.
Correct. You can just get away with that, like with that move, just one shotting hella people. You max HP out on that guy and just go final gambit from the start. I killed him, but I'm gonna die.
I guess like they're finna cool. Got swarm, bro. I don't have fucking. I didn't get technician. Boo. I want that 120 aerial ace. Give it to me, please.
What's that one funny aerial? Give it to me, please. Please.
So good.
Yeah, so many of the like fighting type moves. Makey's unfortunately just limited by like he has to just learn most of the fighting type moves. He does not get them naturally. You have to go out of your way to go find them. It's okay. We'll figure it all out.
You just gotta switch to Machop instead.
No.
Abandon your Pokemon back. Throw them in the garbage.
No. I'll go out of my way to teach my boy these moves. He's gonna be the most well-versed fucking fighting Pokemon ever.
It learning Final Gambit is pretty funny.
Yeah, if you learn Final Gambit is just like look, we're fighting something massive. Hey, Final Gambit.
The Absol.
It's the absolute Final Gambit right now. Oh no. Let's be clear. Once it's Primeape, once he evolves into Primeape, I'm less worried about that Absol. I'm less worried because he's a Dark type, and I'm just like, see now I have a guy who can maybe just tell you to sit.
I'm pretty sure if Big Bean evolves into fucking Azumarill and I get a belly drum off and I play rough it, I think I could one shot the fucking Absol.
We've
Right.
talked about it before. Like, it's not that big of a deal for everyone but me.
I mean, yeah, like look, I
I'm
assume
just gonna get shot frame one is the only issue with the Absol.
Oh no, man, he's dead.
No, look, that's another reason I want Mach Punch. So that like if he comes out frame one and just tries to go for it, Mach Punch him right now. No.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Pat. I really do.
I want his Mach Punch to be like fucking Pap from season 1 Bardock. Just
Bardock from Fighters.
fuck no, stop.
Okay, I pull up.
This is plus on block. Suck it, bitch.
Well, he
Don't
wasn't
blow
plus
your
on
load.
block, but his next move would trade, and then he would win the trade.
Yeah, probably. God.
We've only tied the game. Don't blow your load just yet.
Yeah. It's crazy dialogue, dog. I want you to know, that's not even the craziest dialogue you see in Blue Lock. There's so much worse. It just gets crazy as hell for no reason.
All right. Let's see. Give me 1 minute. Let's see if I can find room 16, or am I just doomed to failure? Here we go.
I see.
I did find it. It's typo. There are two 18s here for some reason. What the fuck?
Da, 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 da.
So the room directly to y'all's left
Oh.
is in fact the kitchen. But yeah, the room directly ahead is in fact the dining room. So where were y'all going? Y'all were just going straight into the dining room to see the party?
Yes.
Okay. Bring up these maps. Okay. Present. Inside the dining room is a large wooden table with at least 8 chairs around it. There are actually a lot more chairs in the room. Most of the chairs are not as ornate as you would expect. They're just fold-out chairs. Because again, this is a party with expectation for lots of guests. On the table are 2 large candelabras holding 4 candles each. In the northeast corner is a large upright cabinet with pictures of the legendary birds lightly carved all throughout it. Directly next to the door y'all just opened to come in here, it looks like a suit of armor of some kind with a sword and a shield. And between the armor and the door to the... where is it? Directly between that and the doors to the south uh, is a mirror. There's a mirror on the south wall that spans most of the length. There are 2 doors to the south, one to the left, one to the right. And there also appears to be another door directly leading forward again. There's nothing back there. Inside this room, the dining table looks like someone just got done eating at it. You do, however, vaguely recognize one of the men sitting at the table. There are 4 men sitting at the table. 2 of them look like they are ace trainers, employed by the Pokemon League. Once you get like 7 or 8 badges, the Pokemon League will sometimes approach people to basically operate in an area. Ace trainers are not just aren't just trainers that are good at battling. They are people directly approached by the Pokemon League to work for them and operate as a kind of like a civilian police force. So you typically see them working alongside rangers a lot of the time, or backing up gym leaders whenever there's a massive incident that needs to be contained. The thing about gym trainers is that while they do work directly under gym leaders, they don't usually have Pokemon that are powerful enough to offer like substantial backup. So ace trainers are often used for that. They're usually stationed around cities or small towns. So again, two of the men here are young men. They look to be about 18, 19, black hair, brown eyes, pale skin. They look like very stereotypical Cantonians. They look Japanese. They're both fiddling with what looks like a chicken fried steak of some kind. Or I'm sorry, a chicken fried piece of Taurus. Wait, what would I use for chicken? Combustion fried Tauros? Is that the correct term?
Baja Blastoise.
How about deli
The
burger?
Baja Blast. That's right.
Little Caesars.
They're eating
The Dendays.
a deep fried piece of beef, and they're both muttering to each other about something. The other 2 men you do recognize, Patrick, sitting across from you at the table. You recognized. Where is this guy's name? Fuck, dude. Okay, hold on. No, I found it. You recognize Clear
Oh shit.
from Cerulean. He's wearing once again another white shirt. This time it's like a white green tie dye with like black outlines of Scythers printed all over it. He looks up at y'all and his eyes kind of widen. He's like, "Oh shit!" Directly next to him is a man who looks somewhat similar to Brock, but much older.
Older Brock?
His deadbeat father.
Older Brock.
Yeah, you guessed it. It's Flint.
I'm not, I just say that when I come into room sometimes. That wasn't towards anybody.
His deadbeat father. What are you yapping about?
But yeah,
I
two,
was thinking about this character in the show.
yeah, Brock's deadbeat dad from the show. So yeah, 2 ace trainers, Clear from Cerulean Town, and Brock's deadbeat dad are sitting at the table. They look like they were discussing something. But when y'all came in, Clear and Flint stopped talking, and the 2 ace trainers are now talking amongst themselves. The rest of the table looks like it's been hurriedly cleaned off because clearly someone else was eating here a little bit, probably a few minutes ago, then got done. Some of the fold out chairs are still just pulled out. The 2 ace trainers are sitting on one side of the table, and Brock and Clear are sitting on the opposite side of the table. And Clear pats the seats next to him and invites y'all over.
Sure, I'll go sit with him.
Yeah. I fall
Been a
asleep.
while. He looks y'all up and down. He's like, "It's been a while. How have y'all been?"
Doing pretty well.
Same old, same old. Not much going on in our lives.
Yeah, Matt, are you still trying to keep it a secret that you were basically stalking him at night throughout the city?
I, I thought he found me, right?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
What are you nervous for then, Matt?
I'm just, keeping my story straight.
Uh-huh. The Clear looks up at y'all and then looks over at the old man that he's sitting next to and says, Flint, these are this group here are the kids I was telling you about up in Cerulean. Really powerful up and coming trainers. Especially that one. And he points at Matt. And Flint looks y'all up and down and says, look like all the other trainers. And goes back to eating his meal. And you hear the two ace
I've heard in my
trainers.
life told I look like someone, like any other trainer.
Yeah. I mean, he's clearly trying to act disinterested. The two ace trainers mentioned something about Viridian Forest
Oh shit.
Yeah, aren't they all?
as they eyed Troy a little bit.
Me? Me? Under what
Yeah, you.
circumstance? Under what circumstance?
Under the circumstance that ace trainers usually have psychic type mons.
Under what circumstance?
You know,
Actually, I was trying to catch a Pokemon.
it's pretty wild that this is in America and that there's no such thing as a constitutional right against unreasonable searches of your mind.
Unreasonable searches.
I thought this was based in Japan. What the fuck?
It is. And thus there is no constitutional right against it. Troy, I need you to make a mind check.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I wasn't ready.
Jeez, I've done nothing wrong.
No.
I was not at Viridian Forest.
Mind,
I'm so glad I took Ego Dust.
I can prove I have an alibi as well.
Yep.
mind.
Yep. I was on my way from Galar to here.
Technically, that was one of the few crimes where Troy was solely responsible.
Correct. He did that by himself. But also,
That's a.
Yeah.
Okay, really quick.
Can we put up a guard around Troy?
Because I have psychic powers of my own, would I notice them trying to do this?
Yes.
Can I attempt to shield Troy's mind?
I would also love to attempt to do this, Nate.
If both of y'all do it, it'll be blatant, but it'll work.
Mm.
What will work? Okay.
Describe how you want to shield it. Do you want to just blank his mind? Do you want to throw your own memories in there to jumble things up? How are y'all doing this? Are y'all both doing it? Be descriptive. Be inventive. Let's hear it.
When they try and like pull up memories of what happened in the forest, all I want them to see is our fight with the Magmortar. And except slightly exaggerated, like it was blasting fire a lot harder than it was.
Okay. Matt, what were you doing?
I was gonna put a fucking symbol monkey in his head. But I like Pat's idea better.
You know what? We're going to do both. Okay, both of you roll psychic power checks.
Got you.
4 out of 3. Or do you want to?
Well, that means Troy failed on his own, just barely. So y'all both need to do good on these.
I got a 0 out of 10.
Right.
Yeah.
What if? Oh yeah, y'all are both really
0
good.
out of 10, baby. Let's go.
God damn.
Despite the fact that this could be extremely fucking blatant, you both successfully shield Troy's mind. The ace trainer who was staring him down gets the impression that Troy is pretty dumb and was not responsible for the fire.
Let's go. We stayed.
Nate,
Oh, yeah. What was that?
We're gonna keep getting away with it, Ape. Definitely for sure, and it's never gonna come back to bite us.
Yeah.
So as soon as we're like turned away from those people, I just side eye Matt from the side like.
I was thinking about. I was like, what the fuck am I thinking about?
Just
What's
a
happening?
symbol monkey and a magmar, I guess.
Yep.
This, brother, Matt, I want you to know. Out of character. This is why we both have so many points in deception. Shit like
Honestly.
this is a lot. Bro has 6. Bro has 6, and I have 4 in the swap. You gotta keep motherfucking scriptures. Oh God,
Lord. This is some BS.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can't. Never know.
Very interesting.
Did you realize any of that was even happening? Did you even realize?
Actually, no, because Troy doesn't have any psychic powers and he failed the mind check, so he has no idea what just happened.
Oh shit. Okay.
Crazy. It's crazy.
You're gonna have to explain to him later. All right.
We'll have to have a talk with the rest of the party about fucking throwing up mental barriers against psychic reading.
Yeah, you gave me side eye. I'm looking straight dead ahead, just trying to keep the poker face straight. I'm like popping off on the
away from these people, and they cannot see our faces. I just like. Nah, bro, I don't see nothing else. I just
the two ace trainers, the one ace trainer who's trying to read Troy's mind just quirks an eyebrow up and like shakes his head and mutters under his breath because you have now convinced him that Troy is not bright because he saw the symbol. He saw the symbol APOM.
Cool.
Yeah.
It holds one symbol with its hands and the other with its tail.
Yeah.
You could also done a simple Mankey as well.
That's true. But he looks to the other one and says, "It's not the guy," and he mutters it under his breath. While that whole thing was happening for 5 seconds straight, Clear was just kind of looking at y'all and then looking back at the ace trainer, looking back at y'all, looking back at the ace trainer. He looks at Matt and he's like, "You all right, dude?"
Yeah, just been thinking a whole lot. I heard Professor Oak might be at this party. Just fully going off on a tangent. Heard Professor Oak might be at this party. I want to have a chat with him.
Hey yo, who's this bloke fellow, whatever you call him?
Bloke fellow.
God damn it!
Which bloke fellow?
He's saying Professor Bloke.
Oh my God, Professor Bloke!
I've been waiting to make that for forever.
Can't believe this.
Professor Bloke.
So I'll be like, yeah. Have you seen him around? Turn the question around on him.
Now you read his mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding.
What?
No. Oh, good.
Yeah. So, as Clear looks up, he's like, "What? You mean Professor Oak?" Yes, Professor Oak is at this party. I believe he's up on the top floor with Mr. Pokemon. They were discussing funding arrangements for research into ghost-type Pokemon breeding. They still don't really understand how that works. You would think that ghosts just lay eggs and breed the sober way like all the other Pokemon do.
No, wait. I'll stop him there as somebody who's like kind of familiar with ghost Pokemon, but hasn't seen that happen.
Yeah.
Ghosts just come into existence from like dead spirits and like builds up of like negative energy from death. They can breed? They can make more through like the regular way? They can do that?
Clear looks at you and says, "Some of them can. I know for a fact that Gengars and Haunters can have eggs, if I recall correctly. There are a few ghost types that can't, but that's also true of other Pokemon. I've never seen some of the ghost types from Hoenn have kids, but I've heard that they can do it too. But no, yeah, most wild ghost types are not from eggs.
What am I saying? No, I'm just looking at Injera right now, and I'm just like, so, how does that work? Like, I'm genuinely interested. How the fuck does that work?
Nate, could you remind me if Clear knows about the experimental facility that I?
He does not. You stumbled onto that by accident. As also, when you ask Injeru, he holds up one hand, makes a hole with it, and then points his finger up with the other, and then does the thing.
He just sort of backs up his tail spike.
Yeah.
You know, real, like, I get that part, but, like, you don't, I'm saying this out loud, you don't have the equipment, do you? Do you have it? Whenever you use it, use that. All right, you know what? I don't want to know, man. Like, don't worry about it. We'll leave that later.
And Jeru starts gesticulating. He starts gesticulating wildly in the air.
Little Bean, are you seeing this shit?
Just chill, man. Just chill. We'll figure it out later. Like, I'm curious, but we don't need to know now.
Flint looks like someone just told him that he's lost his trainer's license. He's just staring dead at the fucking ghost type doing the finger in, finger out maneuver.
Flint has kids. He knows what's up.
See. Look, now out of character. They'll never know it was us because they think I'm also a fucking idiot.
Yep.
We're solidifying the evidence that we did it. Sorry,
You're solidifying the alibi that you didn't do it by acting in character, which somehow makes it seem like you didn't do it.
Right.
Truly,
we're so stupid we couldn't possibly look. That'll be the argument if somebody ever really points out. We're so stupid. You think we could organize something like that? Come on, man.
That's a good point.
Come on, man.
I only follow
Flint. Flint looks over at Clear and says, "We'll just continue our discussion later." And he looks like he's clearly done with this weird little display that's been happening between the weird psychic stare down. He doesn't have psychic powers, so he just thought y'all were all autistically staring at each other. It's like stand users when they're in public. It just looks like a bunch of autistic people got out of school early.
Yep, exactly that. We were just autistically staring at each other. Nothing else happened.
That combined with the ghost breeding discussion makes him get up and leave the room, and he just tells Claire, we'll continue our discussion later. As he leaves through the... Which door will he leave through? He leaves through... Oh, all part of the plan? The door to the back. He leaves straight out the door at the back part of the dining room. Doesn't even pick up his plate. Just leaves. And goes out into what looks like open yard. So probably like the back of the main part of the building and also the back of the castle itself. As he leaves, he bumps into someone that Jose would recognize. She
Go ahead, sorry.
She enters in through the same door. She's like, "My goodness, how rude. I can't believe these people from Kanto. They just have no respect for anyone." It's an old woman. Not too old currently.
Oh, I should have
wearing a striped green and pink dress with a large fluffy mane around her neck.
Oh, it's the professor.
Nope.
No.
It's
what's her name? Opal. Never mind. That's her name, right? Opal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gym leader from Gala right there.
Her eyes perk up at that. She's not wearing her hat. She just has kind of long white hair at this point, but otherwise she looks pretty much the same. maybe slightly younger. She's like,
Mhm.
"Oh my goodness, am I being recognized?"
Oi, I'm from Galat too, ma'am.
She's like, "Oh, it's so good to see fellow countrymen out of Galar.
She's
Tell
like, finally, someone who talks normal.
God.
fi- finally someone who talks normally." Uh, she, she
I
doesn't have
know.
her umbrella with her, but she's got a little clasp purse with the same colors as her dress. She's like, "What is your name, young man?"
I'm Jose.
Jose.
I lean over to Matt and just like, there's more.
Uh, what's it called? Paldean bloodline, but it's cool. I'm from Gala.
She's like, "Oh, how wonderful! That sounds like an exciting story. Oh, I do love Paldea. The beaches are just so beautiful." And she starts rambling on a little bit about beaches, and then she catches herself, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I came in here to get some food. Let me pass on through. Jose, was it?
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to hear more about your experiences in the Canto. I've been writing something of a travel log, you see. I wanted to get some of your intakes on the restaurants around here. She's basically writing like a little Michelin star review of all the restaurants in
Yep.
Canto.
Oh shit! What was the fucking the Gyarados restaurant? Fuck! What was the Waffle
The
House? I
Hungry
forgot.
River. The
Yeah, the
Hungry River.
Hungry River.
You tell her about the Hungry.
How about the Hungry River?
You tell her about the. All right, tell you what. We can't fit that whole conversation in, but she offers you her Poke Gear number.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
we had that.
As she lists out the number and you put it in, she's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, are these your friends?"
Yes, mom. They're from the region. Except for that guy.
Hello.
Point at Matt.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, that's excellent news." She looks over Matt like he looks familiar. It's no one's reacting to the
Oh,
joke.
right.
Matt's character
Here.
looks like ears. Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh my god.
What? I do have a cousin in
Are you saying that in character? It's okay if you are. It's okay. He has a cousin in Galar. She's like, "Well, I suspect I know who you're talking about. The family resemblance is quite strong. I guess the bags under the eyes are genetic."
Yeah, we do have something running in our family.
wait.
Wait.
Mhm.
No. God damn it.
Matt,
No.
What?
are you implying someone took the Obstagoon cock at some point? What are you implying here?
No, the curse.
What?
No.
I thought Matt was doing a whole. You want to know the real reason Pierre's hair color is that color? Because of this.
Hey,
What the fuck?
Also,
My
you got-
bad.
all right, two cousins.
Like Nate.
Oh man.
I've gone over.
Oh man.
Look, my mind just drifted to a certain place. That's all I can say.
That's fair. I didn't hear the whole call go, oh no, so it's not just you.
No. No. Look. I didn't go there first. I went
Uh-huh.
there later. It was more the fact of, oh god, he's related to Piers and Marnie. Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
going for. I was like, wait, what did you say? Oh, God.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, who is he talking about? Because at first I thought you were talking about what's that fucking kid's name? The fucking kid who trains under Opal eventually.
Oh, Bede.
Weapon.
Yeah, Bede. I thought you were talking about Bede at first, and I was like, nah, that doesn't make any sense. And you said the bags in their eyes, and I was like, fucking Piers. Oh god, no.
Yeah.
Not like this.
Here's cousin.
God.
There I am.
You know, it's good. Opal looks her all over and she says, "Oh, dearies, I must go up to the top floor to speak with Mr. Pokemon. But I do hope you enjoy the rest of the party, and I hope to see you up there. I know that he would just love to see your Pokemon, and I assume y'all didn't put y'all's Pokemon away." She looks over Kit and some of the others. And
And Meryl. Yeah, it's a fairy.
And
Let's
Meryl.
go.
And she
Probably put Kid away while walking
Okay.
into the mansion, but car's still out.
Okay. She looks over them all, and then she sees the Meryl, and she's like, "Oh, isn't that just the most precious, adorable Pokemon? That's a fairy type, isn't it, from this region?"
Oh, yeah.
From the next region over, but yes.
"Have you named it yet?"
This is Big Bean.
Big Bean.
It's a bean. Look at him.
She's like, "Oh, how
He's
precious."
squishy. I just poke him.
You poked the Meryl.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, if you're actually
Just
gonna
squish
give it, if you're actually gonna give it a nickname, put it below the species name on the 6 Pokemon tab for yourself,
Oh yeah, Big Bean. Yeah.
and put down the gender as well. All right. She looks over your mail and she says, "Oh, it looks like it's in very good health. Your Pokemon must be quite proud of being yours." And she stands up a little bit after petting your Meryl, and she's like, "All right, dearies, I have to go. Once again, call me tomorrow when you can. Jose, I believe you said."
Yes, Mom. Take care of it.
She's like, "Excellent." She waves over to the 2 ace trainers, and they
Mhm.
get up and they follow her.
Oh,
I scored.
Because again, the Pokemon.
We dodged a massive bullet.
Yep.
We're
The
so
the Pokemon the Pokemon League sends its ace trainers everywhere. They can be trained and sent almost anywhere.
Yep,
Guys. that's
All right.
that's nutty. Well done, y'all.
No, but I do when she bids us goodbye. I do wave. I wave, and then I go. That was a nice old lady.
Yeah.
He's been a
Clear
team leader for many decades.
Maybe
Reminds me of my
maybe
grandma.
maybe Galar types aren't so bad.
What does what that mean?
No, we've only met 2. We're gonna
Oh, we met the
relationship.
grass guy. I forgot what the fuck it was called.
We met more. We met more.
Y'all met 2 of the good ones. Is that what you're saying, Patrick?
Yes, two of the good ones. Correct.
Oh Lord.
Hey, look. To be fair, right? We're all most of us are Cantonian.
That's right.
Y'all are outsiders, man. Y'all are weird. I don't know. You talk funny.
No, y'all the one that talk funny. What you mean?
Yeah, Matt talks relatively normal. It's kind of weird actually that since he's from a different region, but like
Yeah, I think
he's
getting
weird.
acclimated.
He's weird. Look, he's weird for different reasons. Okay, you
I
talk
went
funny.
to boarding school mostly.
No, you talk funny. That guy's just weird. He's just fucking strange.
Name
It's
one
all-
thing. Name one strange thing about me.
I'm gonna look at him and the fact that I could probably like push him like a
The way
stick.
you caught that Absol, whack. The way all your Pokemon want to kill us, whack.
Hey,
The way you think that my Pokemon are really colored, whack. Me, I'm tired as fuck.
oh God, me and my boys, we're tight as fuck.
You'll notice that no one reacted to the Metapod being orange colored, Matt.
Correct. So annoying.
My world is falling apart around me.
So weird for no reason. Yeah. I even point that out in character. Matt, see, we've seen plenty of like famous people at this point who have noticed this Metapod. Nobody said a thing. See how normal this is? This is regular. It's normal. Nothing wrong with this.
We could just ask Dr. Pokemon.
Yeah,
Mr. Pokemon.
we can.
Dr. Pokemon.
Or
Yeah.
Dr. Oak as well. Or Professor Oak.
Professor Oak and Mr. Pokemon.
Yeah, I do want to talk to
That's
Professor.
why.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
All right. As y'all as she leaves, Clear waves all y'all over to come sit next to him. He's like, "Look, I need to talk to y'all about something relatively serious while we're still alone in this room.
What's up?
It's about something that's going on inside Vermilion City. Specifically, there have been certain power outages happening at night. Mr. Pokemon's mansion has its own generator, so there won't be any effects here. The party's going to be safe tonight. And as he is about to go into further detail about what he's discovered, we end the session. Ba-bam.
Sorry, could you repeat that one more
Damn,
time?
that's
I got
crazy.
disconnected.
So basically, he said that y'all don't want to stay in Vermilion City for too long. There have been containments at power outages in Vermilion City. Mr. Pokemon's mansion is still fine because it has a backup power generator, so don't expect anything crazy at the party. But once y'all are done here, he is advising y'all to not dwell in Vermilion City for too long because there's some sketchy stuff going on. And before he could go into further detail, session ends.
Yep.
The reason I'm into the session right here isn't just because it's 11:30. It's because, and I told Matt this, for the past 2 hours before the session started, I was trying to fix my computer's drivers.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Yeah, the audio driver was just busted.
Oh.
I had to go to the Dell website and ended up having to download an audio driver and restarting my computer.
Welcome to my life.
Yep. All right,
Yeah.
lad.
What are you
I'm about to say-
for? Sorry.
I'm about to say, worst come to worst, you'll have the Whiz Kid at your fucking house Saturday. You can maybe
No,
take over.
we'll have the Geek Squad over here, assuming they're even still a thing.
There are, unfortunately.
Bro said it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Why, they had bad content?
No, a lot of people have been talking shit about them. I was like, okay, damn, chill. Yeah, no, I brought it to Geek Squad and they messed it up. I was like, what do you mean? What happened? I was like, oh no, they opened it up and just checked it and they just brought it back to me and says they can't do it. Bro, they forgot to reconnect the thing and everything powers on perfectly fine. I was like, oh, well, that's your problem. They forgot to reconnect the power.
They
50
opened
bucks,
my
please.
homework folder, even though I told them not to.
Homework folder.
Yeah.
Alright, gang. I'm gonna head out. Y'all have a good one.
Mhm.
All right. Thanks again, Jose.
Alright, gang.
Alright, what are the final words before everyone leaves?
The final words.
Never punished.
Never
Never punished.
punished! Never punished!